Benue State Universal Basic Education Board has commenced monitoring of ongoing projects implemented under the UBEX 2022-2023 matching grant. The exercise aims to ensure contractors comply with implementation standards. Maiwo Kwato has more.
The executive chairman SUPEB, accompanied by board's management team, UBEX State Coordinator and SUPEB Project Design and Monitoring Committee, visited multiple project sites across the state to assess progress. This new structure is expected to address the increased student enrollment resulting from recent enrollment drive campaigns across the state.
I would say so far the contractors are doing well.
Expressing satisfaction with the presence of work of contractors on site, she charged them to adhere strictly to project specifications. Additionally, directing all contractors to erect project signboards within 48 hours.
On a scale of 5, we say that 4.7 of the contractors are on site and are doing well, and we're expecting that they're going to meet up the deadline we've given them. We believe that by the time all these projects are completed, especially the story buildings, they're going to add value to the already existing structures. They are going to curtail the high population or enrollment that we're having right now.
The UBEX State Coordinator confirmed that enrollment in public schools has significantly improved following the campaigns, while the Director of Fiscal Planning and Technical Services emphasized the importance of adhering to the construction timeline, projecting that the project will be completed and handed over in the first quarter of 2025.
So far we have gone round, and I am quite impressed with the level of work, the quality of work that I have seen in the projects we have gone round. But I want to still say this, that even though the quality of work is good, I will still say that they should do better.
The contractors, from the very first day they were given award letters, they were addressed on what the SUPEB expects of them. And from what we've seen, they are not behind, they are not lagging behind.
During the monitoring exercise in Vandikia at a courtesy visit to the acting Toh Jechira, he commended the state governor, Hyacinth Alia, for the commitment to uplifting basic education standards in Benue State. Maiwo Okwato, TVC News, Benue.
President of the Nigerian Bar Association, Afa Mosigwe, has emphasized the need for lawyers to take active role in prosecuting cases of crude oil theft. The NBA delegation visited Gbaramatu Kingdom in Delta State, where they commended the Tantita Security Services for its surveillance efforts. Ekena Mechi reports.
It is not a familiar terrain for these legal practitioners who are traveling to Gbaramatu Kingdom to see for themselves the impact of crude oil theft and pollution. On arrival at Oporoza, their first port of call was the palace of the traditional ruler of Gbaramatu Kingdom. Then to the house of the chairman of Tantita Security Services, as the NBA president appreciated the surveillance work of the athletes.
Our National Executive Council passed a resolution that our branches in the oil-bearing areas of Nigeria should be interested in the issue of oil theft, which goes on in many communities in Nigeria. We know that Gbaramatu Kingdom, as a place plays host to a company called Tantita Security Services Limited, which, in working with the NNPCL and the Office of National Security Advisor, has done a lot of good work on the issue of pipeline protection and fighting the issue of oil theft.
For Tantita Security Services, its operations have made the outfit enemy to many. The reason the law should be able to protect them.
While doing this work, we're actually stepping on a lot of toes, which are the big boys. Because most of the times you will see that Tantita Security will not have this confrontation with Nigerian Navy and all that. Every well-meaning Nigeria know the function of Nigerian Navy and Tantita now. But nobody wants to come out to face the truth. If we happen to arrest anybody today, you either employ a lawyer from Lagos, senior advocate from Ibadan or Abuja, who can be able to do your case very well. But now that you are here, from what the GMB said, the production has increased to 1.8. Some few days back, I think our people intercepted a vessel in Port Harcourt, where Nigerian Navy was shooting at Tantita security people with DSS and the civil defense. So we want to employ and beg that you have a duty to play.
The Gbaramatu Kingdom, like any other oil-bearing communities, has experienced its fair share of oil-related challenges, and these lawyers can now speak from an informed position with this visit. Ikenna Amechi, TVC News, Oporoza, Delta State.
And the Technical Working Group on Migration and Development has commenced a national migration policy review. The group emphasized the importance of the review based on the dynamic trends and global events that have made migration issues a national discourse. Senior reporter Abida Lawal has details, and we'll return with business news.
In 2015, Nigeria developed a national migration policy as a reference guide to stakeholders in migration management. But the constant change in global phenomenon makes it necessary to review this policy. Taking into consideration Nigeria's local context issues and national immigration agenda, the review is expected to identify existing gaps to address the various dimensions of migration.
This process will involve engaging key stakeholders in consultations, conducting in-depth reviews, and developing an updated MGI profile for Nigeria. By incorporating durable solutions into our migration governance, we ensure a holistic approach that addresses current realities and prepares us for future challenges.
I'm sure the consultants and other thematic groups have looked into these policies that we are receiving today to ensure that we reduce the level of irregular migration in this country. We can now upgrade the level of regular migration through advocacy and then contact, so that the Nigerian people will not only migrate regularly, but at least they will migrate where I think they can have a more greener pasture.
The objective of the Technical Working Group is to offer constructive feedback and recommendations that will enhance the migration policy. This review process is expected to form a part of a policy framework that will be in use for the next 5 years. Habida Lawal,